In this video, we would like to demonstrate our dynamic lighting control solution to implement a tunable white application. As it does not require a DALI control system, this approach drastically reduces the installation and maintenance cost of tunable white applications. Our 300 watts dynamic lighting controller fulfills two purposes. Users can either dim LED lights with trailing edge phase dimming, or they can adjust the brightness and color temperature of a tunable white LED fixture directly from a faceplate. Compared with a DALI system, our solution targets to provide a simple analog adjustment approach for circadian lighting or special commercial lighting applications such as artworks, jewelry, and other luxury product display. This is our demo kit for our daily customer presentation. You can see a solid aluminium alloy faceplate and a tunable white LED fixture. In this demo, we'll use a 5 watt tunable white Downlight with a color temperature range of 4000K to 1800K with CRI of 90 to 95. Note that multiple tunable fixtures can be connected to a single controller for different needs. At the back of the demo kit, you can see the controller and the LED driver, which highlights that this is a regular LED dimmable driver with constant current output. In other words, the same dimmable driver can be used interchangeably for both dimmable and tunable applications. Since quality dimmable drivers with different output conditions have been around, this solution makes product specification and maintenance very easy. Now before we do our demo, let's also cover the faceplates where most of the inquiries come from. In terms of the faceplate, the solid aluminium alloy faceplate is purely mechanical with a pair of momentary switches. So far we have developed the toggle switch, rocker switch, and push-button faceplates, and the controllers with the relevant interfaces to support customer selection. This is our dual rocker switch faceplate. It is also a toggle switch, and is designed after a number of customers' feedback that they want a non-transitional or no long lever type of toggle switch interface. Customers can refer to our marketing materials for the different options. Now let's get back to our demo kit. For a dynamic lighting application, the two switches on the faceplate allows independent and simultaneous control of the brightness and color temperature of a tunable white LED fixture. In our setup, this is the brightness control switch and this is color temperature control switch. In terms of brightness control, to switch on the lights, any up or down movement of both toggle switches will do. To switch off the lights, double-click the brightness switch downward. As you can see, when the light is on, the last brightness level is resumed. To adjust the light level, simply adjust the switch in the desired direction, dimming it up and dimming it down. Note that during the adjustment, when either the minimum or maximum brightness level has been reached, the light level will be adjusted in the opposite direction automatically. This cycling operation is added to enhance the overall dimming experience. Users can also select between two default brightness levels for scene setting. Users can double-click the brightness switch upwards sequentially to toggle between the full brightness and a default low level alternatively. To help memorizing hotkeys, double-click up means full brightness, and double-click down means switch off the light. In terms of color temperature control when the light is on, to switch to the preferred cool white, double-click the color temperature switch upward. Similarly, for the preferred warm white, double-click the switch downward. The color temperature adjustment operation is the same as the brightness adjustment, and the cycling operation is also in place for color temperature adjustment. Next, we'll demonstrate the minimum brightness memory setting. For minimum brightness, our suggestion is to keep a reasonable amount of light to make sure there is visible light whenever it is switched on. And to do this, first you switch off the light, then you hold the color temperature switch downward to enter the minimum brightness memory setting mode. At this point, if the color temperature switch is released, nothing is changed. This allows users to check the current setting if he or she finds the light cannot be dimmed down to a reasonable level. Once we have entered the memory setting mode, we will continue holding the color temperature switch and begin the brightness adjustment. As soon as the color temperature switch is released, the memory saves. There are two preference color temperature memories available. To save the values, it follows a very similar procedure. First, you switch off the lights, but instead of holding the color temperature switch, hold the brightness switch upward or downward to change a particular memory setting. Here we hold the brightness switch upward to change the cool white memory. Again, the color tone represents the current memory setting and users can immediately begin the adjustment. Once the brightness switch is released, the new value will replace the last memory setting. So we have just demonstrated a very simple tunable white application using a dynamic lighting controller. It is possible to integrate wireless control into the controller, but we will keep the design as it for now. In the coming videos, we will share more about using this controller to implement different LED dimming applications. 2-gang, 2-way, single-channel light switch, and a single-channel LED dimmer switch on a 2-gang faceplate, etc. For further information, please browse our marketing brochures or contact us directly. Once again, thank you for watching.